It's been tough to most people financially, job-wise, economically, and that is because due to COVID-19 and other factors, challenges, people have been let go. That is in their workplaces, probably where they used to volunteer. You find that most organizations decided to just have the key people in that workplace to remain, and even other organizations went ahead and closed. Now, this has affected a large number of people. And even those who were doing businesses and their business are still running, they can say that the financial year of last year, and that is 2020 and 2021, has been difficult to them as well, because people do not have the finances or the money to exchange in businesses. There's no that where people are risking their money. People are more putting their money in banks and saving it, because they have no idea what it's going to be like in the next year or in the next month, so they prefer saving their finances. That being mentioned, that is where people have lost jobs and finances are low and companies being closed, organizations being closed. We also have another category of people who are also doing very well during this period. They're making money, they're having businesses. This got me thinking. A while back, when I didn't have so many things to do, or so many people, or so many things to take care of or pay for, I had money. And the most I would do without money was either pay my house, buy food, transport to work, and buy a few things for myself here and there. But other than that, I did not think of tomorrow. I did not think of what if tomorrow I do not have this job. I did not think of investing or saving. And this, now that this challenge has found us, and I won't lie, most savings I've done recently, I end up using them because there's no money. So you try to save, but then when it's on the 10th month, when the year is almost over, you have to do other things that require finances, and so you end up using the savings that you've done throughout the other months. So during that time, if I would get a new job and it would have a higher pay, I would just maybe go ahead and raise my standards of living. So let's say if I was living in a house worth 5,000 Kenya shillings, then I would move to a house worth 10,000 Kenya shillings, because I was living at that particular time, at that moment. I didn't focus on what would happen the next month or next year. But now that COVID-19 has come, and it has come with so many challenges, and I am certain that most people have started seeing the benefits of saving, the benefits of having your own side hustle, your own business, and that most people have embraced the fact that you can start something in your house and it can make revenue. You do not have to go to an office for you to have money. Right now, you who is being fired from a job at the moment and is looking for another job, and let's say you lucky enough to get a job that will pay you higher, my question to you is, will you raise your standards of living, or will you try and sustain yourself with the previous salary that you used to have, and the amount of money that has been increased, you save it for a rainy day? Simply, what I'm trying to put across is, we should try that once, if, let me give examples. If at the moment you're earning a salary of 50,000 Kenya shillings, and you can comfortably go about your day, live about your life of a month, buy yourself the essentials that you need and sustain yourself. Once you start earning, let's say 70,000 shillings, are you going to start living higher standards that you used to, or are you going to save that money? The point I'm trying to bring here is, if you're earning 50,000 shillings and you get a good job and you start earning 70,000 shillings, I'm trying to say that the 20,000 shillings difference, you should try and save it. That is, continue living the 50,000 way of life that you were doing, and this 20,000 now put it as saving. At least save that money for at least a year before you start making plans for it. Instead of you getting a raise today and today you start using an Uber to go home, how about you continue using the Matatu transportation that you were doing, and then that amount that has been added to your salary, save it. Put it in a lock account. And then when things will become so terribly wrong, like you do not have money, now you can use it. So the people who are maybe making sales and closing deals that is giving them a large amount of money, and I'll use 1,000,000 shillings for an example. You at the moment are surviving at 30,000 shillings, but then you make a deal or a sale, or you're awarded, I don't know, and you're awarded something like 1,000,000 Kenya shillings. Now you're surviving at the moment at 30,000 shillings. How about in that 1,000,000 shillings, you decide that instead of you using the whole amount of money, like you just get the money and you start buying stuff and you start taking yourself out, because you know what? You earned it. Yes, it's true. You earned it. There's no problem in giving your body a little bit of, what do we say in Swahili, kujipigia pole. But how about you instruct your bank that in every month, out of these 1,000,000, how about they just give you 10,000 extra that it can sustain you for a longer period, instead of you using the whole amount of money in one sitting or in 1 month or in 2 months. If you are a salesperson and you get a deal and you get a commission of 1,000,000 shillings, remember, if you do not have a retainer, that is the amount of money that you're paid every month, how about you calculate the amount that you're using right now per month, you're spending, and then that amount of money, if you were able to make a sale of 1,000,000, if for instance you spend 20,000 shillings every month and you made a sale worth 1,000,000 shillings, how about you instruct your bank to just send you that 20,000 shillings every month, so that you do not have any extra expenses, you do not have the luxury to spend all that money, because trust you me, when that money is over, you'll just go back to how you were. How about that money you pay yourself little by little, the amount that you use every month, and then that money takes you longer. So you find that if you continue spending 20,000 shillings, by the time you hit another sale, you still have that money in your bank, it won't be over. Unlike when you pay me 1,000,000, I decide to pay myself 100,000, I decide to buy myself another car which is worth 400,000, and then I decide to buy new outfits, new clothes, that is another 30,000. By the time you do your calculation, you've spent over 700,000, and the balance that you have is 300,000, and that money you can spend it all in 2 months, in 1 month. So instead of you doing that, because we do not want you do not want to start struggling because you have gone for a longer period without making sales, and now you cannot pay your bills, but you did hit a sale and make a sale worth make a sale worth 1,000,000 just 2 months ago, but now it's 2 months after and you cannot pay your bill. Do you see the logic in that? There are a lot of saving channels out there. Safaricom has one, M-Shwari. There's so many SACCOs. You can save in SACCOs. You can decide to lock your money in a bank. Try anyway. And then the good thing I like about banks is that you can go and instruct them, I want this money to be locked, but every month the maximum amount I can withdraw is this amount, and until the next month I do not want to withdraw any other amount. So that month, let's say you've put a minimum amount, a maximum amount is 20,000 shillings. So when it comes to next month, the other amount you can withdraw is just 20. So you're in no position to withdraw more than 20,000. So that one helps you to keep your finances on track, helps you to keep yourself and your standards of living on track. And if you're doing business, there's a time in your business life that it's on the peak, and there's a time it's low. Let's use the same mechanism to try and sustain ourselves. So let's say your business uses a monthly amount of 50,000 shillings, but there's a time you sell almost 200,000. That amount, you can keep buying the same stock or add a little bit, but whatever remains, save it, keep paying yourself the same amount. for like a period of 6 months, 1 year, before you change. If you are paying yourself 30,000 shillings and you still have money in your account, let it be 30,000 for a period of 6 months before you decide to add yourself another 10,000. You find that in that 6 months, you've also accumulated more money in your account, and by the time you're adding yourself 10,000 shillings so that it can become 40, you will have more money to take you longer. We are looking at us having a financial freedom for a longer period of time. If you acquire 1 million today, instead of you spending it today, and I will repeat it again and again and again, I'll repeat it, please try and divide that money to just pay your normal bills, your normal usage that you've been doing. Stop adding yourself more things. If you've not been going for waxing, then why are you going? If you've been doing your hair worth of let's say the bill has been 2,000, then why are you going to salon worth 5,000 shillings? Stick to your normal way of doing things. Let it be like that for 6 months or 1 year. Then after that, you can now add yourself slowly 5. After another 60 years, 5. You want growth. You do not want to be stuck, and you do not want to be broke. I'll leave you with that. Till next time. Bye.